in 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 the summer before the fifth grade, I was I came down with Tourette syndrome really bad, jerking my head, and and um, nobody knew what it was. Um, a lot of my family members had it, but my mom pushed my dad to find out what it was, so he took me to Medical University of South Carolina in the summer before the fifth grade, and the the neurologist said that I had a nervous tick, but he didn't know a name for it. This was '69, and so um, I was came back and they my primary physician thought I had spinal meningitis, and they did a spinal tap, and they put me on um, Valium, and for the fifth, sixth, and part of the seventh grade, and Valium is a it's it's a it's for anxiety and muscle spasms and seizures, and it wasn't it helped with the ticks and head jerking, but I was sedated and really slow, sluggish, and even more than I am now. It's late at night, and I want to. I mean, it's just really it's a mood altering medication. Valium it really does change your mood, and it makes you an angry person. And all through middle school, I was a very angry person, and it's a it's something to where I just they don't have them. It was the only thing they had at the time, and um, so after a couple of years, I got off of it and went through the rest of middle school and into high school and through high school, and I tried marijuana and the CBD oil in it. It helped with the twitching and jerking, uh, but it's illegal, and I worked my junior senior year in high school, and I had a full time job at 48 hours a week, and I just couldn't function on my job working, smoking marijuana and working. I mean, plus it was illegal too, and so um, that wasn't an option, and uh, so um, several after I graduated from high school, several years passed, and I had a chance to go to Hawaii, and I tried what the Pacific Island is called Kava Kava, and it's sort of like South Pacific or Pacific Islanders beer. They drink it, they get high. It's a sedative, and I tried it, and it cuts down on the ticks and stuff. But I just still again the kava kava juice that you drink. It's not something that you can just, hey, I'm going to drink this and sip on this, and and it's going to help me with my twitches, because it's not going to, it's like beer and liquor, and it's not going to help and help you calm down throughout the day where you can be productive and get something done throughout the day. And that's what I was looking for. So I just went ahead and put up with the ticks and the jerking and stuff. And so I, in 1989, my sister, I called her and I called my sister and I told my sister I was having really problems with my neck, and my neck was killing me, and I had tried this and that and everything I could find. And she said, "Why don't you go to a neurologist? Maybe a neurologist will help you." So I went to a neurologist in in Columbia, and he uh, watched me for a while, and he said, "You know what? You have Tourette syndrome." I didn't have any idea what that was, and so uh, he put me on an Anafranil, and it's a Anafranil is it's for obsessive compulsive disorder and OCD, and it leaves you in a catatonic state of mind. I mean, just you sit there, you don't want to do anything, but sit there and rot and take medicine. And I just couldn't do that because I always wanted to work, and so I went to the doctor and I wanted to try something else, and he put me on Prozac, and Prozac is for obsessive compulsive disorder also, but it's also a panic disorder medicine, and I wasn't having panics. I was having, like head jerking and stuff, and I needed something to help calm me down. So I went back to the doctor again, and he tried me on Orap, and Orap is they use it for Tourette syndrome, but it 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 caused me to lose track of time, forget things, and forget. Sometimes I would forget my name. I mean, that was just how bad it was. I mean, it had really bad side effects. So after a month or so, I went back to the doctor again, and I just said, doc, I got to have something for my Tourette's. I got to have something to calm me down. And so he tried me on. Let's just try this last medication. So he tried me on this last medication, and it was Klonopin. And so Klonopin, it treats seizures, and I guess what Tourette's is small seizures, and caused by anxiety, and it's also a panic disorder medicine, and in that, in a way, it's a sort of a panic. I mean, to have such a thing. So what happens is I tried all these medicines, and I started off on 1 milligram in the morning and one at night, and then I was at 2 in the morning and one at night, and then it was at 2 in the morning and two at night, and then this was then it just kept on going more and more. I was getting used to the dosage, and I would have them go up, up the dosage, and I would get used to it, and I'd go up on the dosage, and it was just really, something where you just after a while you're just taking too much of it. And so I was wound up taking 6 milligrams a day, 3 in the morning, 3 at night. And I was this was 1989 and 1990, and these Klonopin it causes is and I'll read this. It causes a paranoia. It causes suicidal ideation, impaired memory, judgment, and coordination. Um, and no drinking with alcohol. So I mean, and it causes also, along with that impaired judgment and memory and stuff and paranoia, it caused me to be really an angry person. And in 89 and 90, and I was really not a happy person. And so it caused a lot of problems during that time. And I'm not going to blame it all on medication, but there was a lot of problems that come from it. And I was on the 4, 5, 6 milligrams of Klonopin from around 90 all the way through to 2001 when I went back to Hawaii. After 11 years, I was taking a lot of Klonopin. And so what happened was the doctor that I had over there, he ran a clinic to bring people down off of meth, and he saw that I was taking too much Klonopin, and he had dealt with that one thing before, and he had talked to me about bringing me back down off of Klonopin, not taking so much. So he moved me from 6, to 4, and then down to 2, and so 2 was sort of like the level, the even point there. 1 milligram in the morning and one at night, and that's the way I was for a long time. The whole time I was at Hawaii, and so I I stayed like that for so long, and it works. And now I'm on one at night, and right before I go to bed, which I've already taken mine, so I'm getting ready to crash, and maybe I won't be tick as much if I get some sleep. So I've done everything I could to get any kind of medication to get to cut the ticks and stuff out. So um, and the mood altering medications. I know there's a lot of shootings and stuff going on, and I really do believe that I do really do believe that the psychotropic drugs and medications and mood altering medications have really uh, are a problem with some of these people who do these shootings. And so, and because I remember how it made me feel. And but anyway, I wanted to share that, and hopefully, I don't know if any of you take these medications, but if you do, and you start feeling paranoid or schizophrenic or angry for no reason at all, or just you need to like ask the doctor about these medications to kind of calm down off of it, or maybe change it to something else, because it can tear your life up. It can destroy you. So if if hopefully I don't know if it's a help. Hopefully this will help someone, and so maybe it maybe can learn from my mistakes and don't take so much of that stuff. Uh, Bye.